whatever. And like, you just had access to that. Like, that's crazy. And would you guys agree that there's a lot of people that would pay money to do that, like if they had a chance to do that? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that pay a lot of money to do that. They don't do that, you know? And you kind of have that here. You have access to some of the best people, some of the best minds, and you don't have to pay for it. And you can ask them for tips and coaching. These guys, when they coach other people, they charge several $100s an hour to coach people, by the way. On average, $250 an hour is what most of our guys' coaching fees are. But they also make those people thousands of dollars, but coaching fees are a lot. So you have 3 people to help you in success. And I'll walk through like different ways that you guys are supported. So this week, since we're here today, tomorrow, you're not going to come on Sunday, all right? What we're going to schedule is Monday afternoon after class. We'll put it in the schedule later today, probably from like 4 to 6:30. We'll do all of your payroll stuff. We'll give you guys keys, tips, stuff on the weekend. I have an advanced training that we run to give you guys some tips based on what you've seen and done. And the more you do this weekend, the more impactful that'll be. And then Wednesday, as our team meeting, we're having a Thanksgiving dinner. And then whoever wants to come after, we have a summer reunion. And we'd love you guys to come too. But we have our summer reunion, which will be at Bullmore in the Memorial area. Will be our summer reunion at 7:30 p.m. this Wednesday. So we're not going to do a Thursday night activity since Thursday night's Thanksgiving. We're going to do it on Wednesday. So you guys will hear about that. So this week is your fast start. Like, crush it. I always tell people, do as much as you can. Obviously, Thanksgiving, you're going to have family functions. Awesome. We'll plan all around it. Beauty of this job is you get to make your own schedule. But for any time you can do stuff, and ask mom, what are we doing? When do we have stuff? Go visit with friends and family this week. Go have a ton of fun with them. Help them shop. You'll maximize that. All right. So after your first week, so how I have it structured is week 1, whatever you can do. So for Jay, it was more limited because of AP exams and basketball and everything, but he was able to do more on the weekend. For you, it might be different, but whatever maxed out looks like for you, your first week, it's so worth it. Like, these guys all made $2,000 to $5,000 or more their first week on the job, every single one of those people. So when someone sells $10,000, they've made $2,000 in income, and those guys did it in their first week. These guys all made between $3,500 to $10,000 in their first week on the job. They're some of my top performers. All right. So your first week, like, go have fun, go at it, and we'll make a plan later for each of you guys of what that looks like as best as we can. If we have to adjust, we adjust. Then after your first week, we'll pick your number. So everyone on the team plays a different role, right? Just like, again, think about a sports team. Everyone plays a different part of the team. So we've got our focus 5. And people who just do 5 appointments a week. That's it. They just work 5 to 7 hours. Usually it's most of our high school seniors, some of our very busy college students, AP exams, athletes, or they have fraternity, sorority, things like that just do like 5. Then we have our lucky 7, and by the way, lucky 7, these guys make bank. Because if you guys look at this, if someone's doing 7 appointments, according to the averages, they're typically having 4 sales, okay? And if we use that $300 to $400 range, all right, you're looking at $1,200 to $1,600 bucks. Guys, if somebody's at 30% commissions, and this is why I tell people, if they can, their first week, max it out, get to 30, because once you're at dirty 30, you never go backwards. And I'm like, they just earned a $360 to $480 paycheck working 1 day or 2 days doing 7 appointments, however they want to split it up. So lucky 7 makes bank, and most of those guys have higher than the $300 to $400 average order. Most of those guys are more in the $500 to $700 range, and our top guys who've been here longer, those guys are all over $800 average order. All right, Dawson has over an $1,100 average order. So anyway, they can make a lot of money. So there's focus 5, there's lucky 7, we call it perfect 10. And then there's the dirty dozen, which those guys just make ridiculous income. So just picking with your schedule what works best for you, so we know what group you're a part of, and we can coach you properly. So we're not your bosses. We're not here to boss you around. We're coaches, and we're here to help you achieve the levels of success that you want to achieve already, and we're here to help you every step of the way. So it's important you're letting us know what it is that you want to accomplish, what you want to gain from this, so we can really help you guys out. Sounds good? So after your first week, we'll make your normal week-to-week schedule. And again, if it ever needs to adjust or move around, we can always do that. We just normally do that on Sundays, so we know projections for the week. Everyone good? All right. So let me walk through this real quick. So he's getting the most out of training. Again, this is kind of common sense. I'll go through it real quick, but just, stay on task, stay focused with what we're doing. Taking good notes. I'm not a huge note taker, but there'll be certain things that it's good to take some notes on as you're able to look back on it, reflect on that. Have fun. I was joking around with, I know William Wood's on the way over, and Jonathan, and I was joking around with them when I met them this week, we're scooping off here for a little while, and they're like, this is really fun. I'm like, we like to have a great time. I said, I love to have a great time. So one of the things that I loved about Cutco is that we were learning incredible professional skills. We were also having a great time together. So I say we work hard, we play hard, and I like to call it crazy professional. There's a line there. I don't like cussing. I don't like people walking around, F this, F this, F that. Sometimes I get excited and a bad word might come out. That happens. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You might have to pay a fine, like $5 in the office or $2 something. But I get that happens. But I just don't want people walking around cussing and talking. And it's offensive to some people too. So we want to respect that and really make sure that we have that environment. And we really work hard. Head ladies, you're going to meet Lorena De La Torre. Lorena's been with me. Both of these ladies have been with me over 5 years, almost 6 years. They started with me back in Miami, 2011, and they have been they just keep my life together. She's like my neck. And then Changsta, the original Gangsta, we got her. She went to Lourdes, which is kind of like a sister school, like a St. Agnes, and her mom worked over at Belen Jesuit in Miami, and these guys moved over from Miami with me. But she started me right out of high school, graduating from Lourdes Academy and moving her way up from a 17-year-old to now she's 23 years old, working as a professional and helping me with Cutco and running the operations here, and also helps me with my fitness and nutrition company. So I absolutely love her. You guys will meet her. She doesn't get back in town. She's home for the holidays right now. Then she gets back on December 6th. So you guys will get to meet her a couple weeks from now. So she's amazing. And you'll meet Lorena, if not today, you'll meet her on Monday. So our objectives, as I already have mentioned in talking to some of you guys individually, 2 main goals, just so you know, while you're working with us, that I want my guys to experience. If you say you work with Kathy Vasquez and Cutco, I want you guys to make some money. I want you guys to lay a killer foundation for your resume. So money, it's not a motivator for everybody, but it does provide freedom to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, and that's pretty powerful. And it's really cool to start building wealth young. I don't know if you guys know the power of compound interest and what can happen when you start saving like young. And a lot of people don't think about it, even if it's $500 a year, or then putting it to $1,000 a year or $2,000, like what that can do for you, it's pretty incredible. So I want my guys to think big about what they can do for their future, and not just for yourself, but what you can do for other people, whether it's through contribution, giving back, nonprofits, or it's for your family. It's a really powerful thing. So for me, I came from a very low income family growing up, and so I had to pay for everything myself. And Cutco was a blessing for me to be able to pay off my college, and it's blessed my family for over 15 years, be able to help them, give back to them and take care of them. So everyone comes from different places. A lot of my top guys don't really need money, but I show them how to build their own wealth, and it's really cool, the experience that they get here. And the experience factor, guys, hands down. Have you guys heard of the Wall Street Journal?
Yeah. So
they wrote an article some years back about just our programs and what we offer and what students really gained here, because you guys get like hands-on with customers. You learn time management, you learn organization, you learn how to deal with projection, you learn, you really hone your speaking skills and problem-solving skills. You learn how to work in a team. There's just so many things. So they talked about, and I love the title, it's like, summer job, nice pay if you can cut it. And the fact is, not everyone can deal with rejection. Like, I always give my little brother a hard time. He's in the car the afternoon, and I was like, well, you quit after your first weekend. He's like, if you were my manager, I wouldn't have quit, And I was like, hey, I'm just saying. But his manager was just not the best. But at that time, my brother's 28 now, but at 18 years old, my brother didn't want to listen to his sister, So I had him work in another office. Hey, William, that's your spot right there if the Augustina stuff is on. So yeah, he didn't want to listen to his sister, So I put him in another office, and he didn't have the same support, My brother could not deal with hearing no. And he sold $3,000 his first weekend. He made $400. I'm like, Joshua, Like, you just made $400 in 2 days. Why are you complaining? He's like, I just can't handle this. Like, I can't handle when they say no, you know, and I just like laughed at him. But human beings, we don't like rejection, right? We don't like hearing no. So it is something to learn that. And what's cool is that here, you guys have a great support system with the managers, where they're gonna coach you, they're gonna help you, and you're gonna learn how to deal with all that. This was an awesome article that was written a couple years ago. It was also through the Wall Street Journal. They did a poll, and they said today's youth favor entrepreneurism if you have skills according to the poll. So many people are like, I want to have my own business. I have my own business. They have no idea what it takes to run a business, you know? So in this article, they were just talking about how people want to have their business, you know, they're not doing stuff. They said 43% in 2012 wanted to start their own business. Only 7% were interning with a local business or learning it. But then they actually highlighted Cutco, and they said, according to Williams, and Dr. Williams, he's on the academic advisory board for our company. He's written different textbooks, and he's on different boards. But he said, Vector sales representatives learn valuable skills, including critical thinking, self-confidence, empathy, organization, time management, communications, and enthusiasm. It's like, when I meet a Cutco sales rep, they make eye contact, they're confident, they communicate effectively. These entrepreneurs stand out as leaders with real life experience, and it keeps going through. But I love that. That's why I'm here 15 years later. Not like, I just love selling knives. You know, Daniel, and those who haven't met Daniel, some of you guys met him when you were in your interview, but Daniel back here, he's actually visiting from Wichita, Kansas. So he is district manager, which is a position I held for over 10 years, running Miami for the company. And he runs that city. And he came down to just observe, and I'll have him give you guys some tips in a little bit, but came down to just work with me this week and just kind of see what happens. What we do that's so magical, you know. It's like, what do you guys do down there? I'm like, I just teach my guys to be kick butt professionals, and we have a great time doing it, you know. So I love to have a great time, but this is why I do this. Like, I own my own company outside of Cutco that I'm very excited about. I'm financially, I don't have to worry about finance for the rest of my life. Thank you to Cutco from the last 15 years of working here and being able to invest and put money away. But I love what we do. You know, even my partner's like, when are you ever going to stop with Cutco? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I love, like, I said, if I didn't work here, I'd be like a youth pastor, you know, like a youth minister. Because I love working with youth. I love seeing them, like, grow and gain confidence. I love seeing them really maximize their potential. You know, I feel like so many people don't even realize how capable they really are, you know, and what they're really able to accomplish, what they're really poured into. And it's really cool to see that here, just people develop the skill set. So I've also never had a senior graduate and not land a job, get into the grad school, or land an internship they want to get out in 15 years. And that's pretty awesome, especially when like job markets have like crashed. Remember in 08, when we went through the recession, like everyone was losing financial jobs, right? Like finances, I mean, just everything plummeted. And one of my guys, Alfredo Michel, top rep in 05, helped me expand to Puerto Rico in 2006, ran my office in 2007. We were #1 in the company. 2008, recession hits, he's graduating. And while everyone's losing jobs, Merrill Lynch offered him a full-time position out of college. And Merrill Lynch doesn't even hire college kids. They headhunt out of other financial institutions. But he had gotten an internship with them in fall of 2007, and they loved him. And they were like, wow, like you moved here from Venezuela, you started a business from scratch. Like as a 19-year-old, as your summer job, you moved to another country, to Puerto Rico, and like started a business from scratch, not knowing anyone there. You know, like it just says a lot about the type of person he is and how driven he is and how disciplined he was. And Merrill Lynch was like, we have to have this guy, you know? He works now with JP Morgan, but he's had some pretty killer jobs, and he's doing like his dream job. He's in it right now, and he always is like, there's no way, like without the experience that I got here and the connections and networking that he did there. So I love it. So two keys. You can jot them down if you want. They're pretty simple to succeeding with Vector. Number one, positive attitude. All right. I can't stand negative people. What's up, Jonathan? So positive attitude. Number two, strong work ethic. All right. So these two things are huge for you guys as you're working with us. Like people are like, what's the trick? How do I do really well? I'm like, if you have a great attitude and people like you and you work hard, this job, it's not hard work. You get paid to chop stuff up. All right. You made salsa earlier. You get paid to chop stuff up and eat people's food. All right. It's not hard work, but you want to work hard. Does that resonate with you guys? All right. And those of you who actually put in the work, and work hard, you will see the impact that has on your paychecks. 3 keys to selling Cutco. Number 1, follow the manual. You guys are going to get a training manual. We're going to walk through these together here in just a little bit after one of these guys does a demo. And Austin, if we can get someone ready to run a demo real quick, I'll be done talking. I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I'll stop talking maybe. This right here. It's your Cutco Bible, Cutco Torah, Quran, whatever you want it to be. Like this right here, it tells you everything. It tells you what to do. William, you don't need to think, just read. You know, like you're like, how do you? I'm like, read. I'm like, if you know how to read, cut stuff up, smile. And if you're doing virtuals, you don't even need to cut. You just say, isn't that awesome? You know, like at the cutting videos. So it's like read, cut, smile, and call the office. That's the magic pill. Just call the office. Like we're gonna do everything for you. That's what I was telling you. Brandon Bain, his first sale was like $200 to someone who already had Cutco. He called. He's like, oh, my customer's definitely getting like a scissor. Like they were just adding some stuff. They had Cutco for a while. His older brother had sold Cutco some years back. And I said, dude, tell your customer, or ask them, is there anything else they like? And he's like, well, they really like the flatware, the stainless steel flatware, but they're like, we'll probably just wait for that. I said, cool, well, check this out. Like, write this down and show your customer. And we gave them a killer deal. We said the flatware, if they do for 12 settings, it's discounted, they save like $500. I said, and they can get what they were gonna buy for free. And his customer was like, really? Okay, let's do that. And his first sale was, he had his first promotion. He sold over $1,000, $1,200 net sale that he had just from calling in. So we're going to show you guys how to do that properly. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to walk you guys through that in the morning. I'll be Skyping in because I have a big training at, was it the White House? It is the White House. Ashley White's house in the Woodlands. All of my top guys are going there, and then all the families are coming for a big Thanksgiving potluck. But I'm going to Skype in the morning with you guys and just make sure you guys know how to call in properly, and what needs to get done, how we're going to roll, so we can really help you guys maximize sales. Sounds good? But yeah, everything's in here. Like it tells you when to turn the page. It tells you like when to hang on the knife. Like you really don't have to think, so don't overcomplicate it. But here's what I see happen. All right, the reasons people don't succeed with Cutco, like 1, they're really lazy people. Okay, like really lazy people just don't do real well here because this is a job that what you put into it, you get out of it, right? So if you don't do anything, you won't make anything. You know, people are like, what's the catch? I'm like, the catch is the couch. They're like, what? I'm like, the catch is the couch. I'm like, if you're just lazy and never do anything, you're not going to make any money. I said, it doesn't mean you have to work all the time. I said, but make a schedule that you like. I said, and be disciplined to do it. I said, but you're your own boss. Like, you're the boss. I'm your coach, but you decide what you want, and my job's to help you get there. You know? So laziness, and then they don't follow the program. That's the only other reason people fail. They don't follow it. This is a recipe. And if I was like, well, we have this recipe for brownies. And I was like, Jonathan, you know, go to H-E-B and you got like a box of brownie mix and you brought it back, right? And you're like, all right, we're gonna make these awesome brownies. And on the back, we're not even gonna go fancy, like scratch like abuela. We're just gonna get the $3 mix that's like brown magical powder. You know what I'm talking about? You put like an egg, water, oil, and these amazing brownies come out. So you bring it and I'm like, all right. And then we go to makeup and I'm like, hey, Jonathan, I haven't had a lot of protein this week. So instead of 1 egg, can you put 6 eggs? And you're like, yeah, Kat, no problem. And then I'm like, hey, the oil, like, just don't put any in it. And I know it says 1/3 cup of water, but I'm pretty dehydrated. So if you can put 3 cups of water instead, that would be great. And you're like, cool. And you did that, and we mixed it with the powder. Would we get the brownies that it says? Like, I don't know what we get, like some like brown mush, right? But as silly as that is, like I've seen people from your guys' school do that. I've seen people that came through here and they're like overconfident. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, do whatever you want. Like this recipe works, and I know if you follow it at 25%, you're only gonna get 25% of the results you're talking about. About 50, you have a chance for 50% results. 75, 75. If you follow it 100%, that's where you're gonna get 100% of the statistics that we talk about. You can literally read this to people, and just because you're getting better training here, all right, your average will be a little higher. But just read this; those are your averages. If you want higher than those, I'm going to give you tips as we go throughout to help you guys increase those averages. But literally just reading this, you will get those averages. All right, we've been doing this for a long time. Don't reinvent the wheel. And if you do have fun, fall on your face, and hopefully you'll listen. You know, so that's how it goes down. So follow the manual, cut food, and have fun. All right. So 3 expectations you guys should have of the management team here. 100% commitment to you. Guys, your success is our success. Like, you know how we win national championships? You know how we have big reports? Our individual people are succeeding. That's how we do it, all right? So the more successful you guys are individually, the more successful the team is. I think that makes a lot of sense. So we spend a lot of time in making sure that our people are succeeding at high levels. The second thing is great support system. So we have things in place like PDI. PDI stands for Personal Daily Impact. And it's a chance basically for coaching calls each day to help evaluate your business, what's happening. And those are like 5 to 10 minutes, like whatever you need help with. Debrief the day prior. Hey, Kim, what could have gotten better? Give you some quick tips, you know, and guide you. We have workshops to support you guys. We have personal consultations. You can set up a one-on-one time for an hour with a manager to work on anything that you want help with. And you're like, I really want to work on this. Or I really feel this could be going better. All right, awesome. And we'll schedule a time for you to come in and we can help you in success. And then we want to help you guys grow. We want to help you guys grow financially. We want to help you guys grow personally. We want to help you guys grow professionally. So know that that's something that we're definitely committed to, all right? So again, while you're working with us, we expect you guys to follow the program. Everything we're going over, like, it works. If you're following it, it makes things so much easier, so much quicker. I'm gonna give you guys a chance later to role play, to practice parts of the presentation. When we role play, I literally want you to read this with no eye contact, okay? I always have people try to do their own random thing, like, dude, just read it. Like, what's gonna happen with this manual? The first time you read it, you should butcher it. It should be horrible. The second time, it's like a little better. The third and fourth time, you're like, I'm feeling pretty good. And by the time you've said it like 10 times, you pretty much know it, all right? Now, will some of you be smoother right off the bat? Yes, all right? For whoever I practiced with in training, like, they started practicing, and it was like perfect. I'm like, what the heck? You take one home with you? You know, but like the guy was in the theater club, he was like head of the thespians and all this stuff. Like, oh, okay. And I'm like stumbling all over the place. I think this butt for this guy. It doesn't matter. Just get comfortable with it, all right? It's okay to butcher it. Butcher it nice and loud. Get comfortable here. So the more run-throughs you get here, the better. But I want you guys to get the right words in your head, because will you put your personality and make it your own? For sure. But the information, like, you want to get this across. And there are some parts that I will tell you, do not change a freaking thing. Do not change it at all. It is the words to the sound. You can change the beat, meaning like your tempo and your delivery, but the words are the same. You've heard it. It's like rap version, country version, hip hop version of the same song. I'm just saying songs that are remixed, right? And you got like the techno version, and you're like, what? But that was a country song. So same words, different beat. You'll put your personality. So you can put the sprinkles and caramel on top, but the recipe's the same, all right? So please follow this. But when we're practicing, so Gavin, if you were my partner, I literally would be like this. So like I said on the phone, you don't have to get anything, but if you do something like you can get today, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna look at you, I'm just gonna read. And you should not be looking at me. When I'm reading to him, here's what you wanna do, right? Partner's reading to you, blah, 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 blah. You're listening. I'm reading to him, blah, 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 blah. Then I'm hearing it, I'm seeing it, I'm reading it, I'm saying it, I'm hearing it, I'm seeing it, I'm reading it, I'm saying it. What happens through that process? Yeah, you start retaining that information. The human mind, like your brain, remembers so much of what it hears and what it sees and what it says to other people. So through that process and through repetition, you start retaining that information. So we really want to help you guys out with that to really get comfortable. I'll be like quizzing you guys on different parts, right? I'll be like, all right, what do we do next? What do we do? I need you guys to be participants, got it? I don't want to sit here and like talk to you guys all that. I wasn't even planning on any training today, so I had to cancel my like nail appointments and like, things that are going on today. But I want you guys to participate, so I make sure that you're with me. And there'll be things that I intentionally say, all right, when we get to the customer's house, what do we do? What do we do next? We'll say that multiple times. You're like, okay, we know this already. Good. That's where I want you. I want you feeling comfortable. I want you feeling confident. I want you to know, what's next. What happens next, all right? So know that there's a method to my madness, and I'm a pretty dang good trainer. So if you follow it, you'll do real well, all right? People that train with me, they sell $1,000 more the first weekend, all right? Who's excited about knocking out their first promotion first weekend? So $1,000, by the way, means that you make a minimum of $100 this weekend. You guys cool with that? My goal is to help you guys earn $200 or more this weekend. All my top guys always make at least $200 in their first weekend. What that takes, 10 appointments. Cool? 10 appointments. So if you do 10 appointments and crap hits the fan, we know that you're going to make at least, what, 160, right? But you should make at least $200. Because if you guys look at the averages here in Houston, the average shows 7 sales. 7 times 400 is $2,800. And just so you guys know, that's just shy of a $400 paycheck. Pretty cool. All right. So, so 10 appointments is the magic number for first weekend. By the way, that's what Jay went after, was his 10 appointments. He did a great job of what we'll talk about later with target market and getting his best 5. That's another secret sauce, his best 5. And he got his best people lined up right away. And that's what helped him off of 10 appointments sell over $8,000 in sales. You know, so again, we'll walk through all that with you guys. So be responsible for your results and success. And by, what I mean by this is be responsible for the actions that you're taking. It's a numbers game, right? So we can't control like that, but what we can control is booking your appointments, making your phone calls, right? Like the work part of it. And then the rest is collecting your paycheck. So this right here at Basic Office Rules. So being on time, and I know today I already talked to a lot of you guys with school and everything going on. We're good. Making sure tomorrow you guys are here ready to rock 10, 15 minutes early. Whenever we have meetings, you know, unless we've spoken prior because I know you have a game or I know you had something with church or, you know, whatever was going on, I always expect everyone at least 10 to 15 minutes early. So that way we can always get started on time and make sure that we end on time. All right. Make sure, so properly dressed. I always like everyone dressed for success. But when you guys go do appointments, you know, nice polo shirt and khakis is good, whether it's shorts or pants. Some of the guys will do like a nice button-down shirt like you have with a nice pair of jeans to their demos. It's really up to you. You want to look nice. I would not do like a suit and tie to demos, you know? Like I want them to be like, if we're going to like a nice dinner, like I want them to look at me as a friend, not as a salesperson. Does that make sense? All right. So you want to be a friend hanging out, go to dinner, go to lunch, but you want to make sure that you look nice. For our meetings, team meetings, there's typically a theme. So you want to not be too cool for school and dress for the theme. We'll do like best dressed award. So it's like Halloween every week here. But there'll be like a theme. And if not, you know, look nice, dress nice. If you're like not dressing up for the theme, don't just come in your like workout clothes. If you're not dressing up for the theme, dress nice. All right. So that's on Wednesdays. And then if we have like divisional events, we have those like 3 to 5 times a year. There's different events. Those everyone will dress up. And I always want my guys dressing the best because we're the pilot headquarters. We lead the charge. So be the leaders, be the team. Make sure positive expectations. I put this up here. Like, how are you viewing your success and what's going to happen? And I think that just by the way people ask questions, you can get very different results, and you will get very different results. Someone can say, Logan, you can be like, so how do I like make sure everyone like how about if nobody like ever buys anything? Like what do I do? You know? And I'm like, well, they probably won't, you know, because you're having success. Versus if you're like, hey, Kathy, how can I make sure everyone always gets something? Like, how can I have like a 90% closing instead of 60 or, you know, and I can give you, please, I know you want to succeed. And so I believe there's success-seeking questions, and there's like failure-seeking questions. So just make sure you come at things with the right attitude, like wanting to be successful. As we're going through, if things pop up and you're like, oh, you have a question, jot it down so you don't forget it, all right? Reason I ask that is like I'm just like ranting and I don't want to lose my train of thought. And every time I finish a part, just like I did before, I'll be like, hey, any questions on that? And then you can ask any questions you have for that section, and if not, we'll move on. If the question doesn't pertain to what I spoke to, hang on to it until we get to that, because I'll probably cover it, you know, so that way I'm not repeating myself. But if I haven't, of course I'm going to knock out every single question that you have. I want to make sure my people are very prepared, all right? Bathroom, they have codes. They are outside the office. So once you walk outside, they're right across from the elevators. So when you walk outside to the left, they're on your left. So the gentlemen, all right, boys' room is 0990. And the ladies, all right, you guys are 9009. All right, so that is the bathroom code. Try to go to the bathroom during a video, during role play, during chopping, not when I'm talking. If I'm talking, because I want you to hear it. But if you're like, I'm going to see you on the seat, just get up and go. I'll know that you have an emergency. All right, so just go take care of it and try to go before and after. Eating in this room, not the rest of the office. Why? What happens starting in the hallway there? Carpet. Well, so this is easier to clean up. Keep food in here. We've got trash cans. You can put stuff away. If you have to put stuff in a fridge, we have a very small fridge, so I'd rather you not bring too much that needs fridge, but you could store something in there if you needed it to. But clean up after yourselves. You know, we'll have a team clean up at the end of today. But clean up. We don't have like cleaning people that come here. We do it, so we just want to make sure we clean up after ourselves. And then mess up a lot, all right? It's a big rule. While you're here, anytime you're learning something new, anytime we're practicing, Like mess up loud and clear. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Ask a lot of questions. That's how you get better. You know, when you're learning anything new, that's how you get great at it. It's through repetition, through messing up, and through improvement. All right? So make sure you learn from that. So lastly, and then who's doing the demo? You are awesome. We'll just go through real quick. Awesome. We'll do a quick demo. But getting off to a fast start. So I'll talk about this later when we do your scheduling. But I mentioned earlier, this is a chance for you guys to really take advantage of hitting those promotions as quickly as possible, but also winning. You can win over $1,000 of products. There's a trip to Cabo you can win. There's a limo night. There's just different cool things to, again, motivate you to work hard and then reward you for your hard work. So I'm going to set you guys up to help you for your fast start. If you don't have time this week, don't stress out. You know, like we'll make a plan that works for you. Like Jay couldn't do a lot. He only did 14 appointments that week because he was crazy busy with school and AP exams and everything going on. But we'll help you maximize the ones you do have. All right, but take advantage of that. So we're going to have Austin, and actually I want to give these guys a chance to give some quick tips to you guys, and then I'm going to have them do a quick demo. We'll stand, we'll stretch, give you guys manuals, and then we'll dive in, okay? But Austin, who's about to demo for you, started 4 years ago Wednesday. Wednesday was his 4-year anniversary with Cutco. Started as a sales rep in Corpus Christi. He was were you the #1 rep or one of the top #1 new rep in Corpus? One of the top reps in Corpus that summer.
I think excluding Frank.
Right,
Yeah.
So he, that summer, then he moved up the next summer. He was able to do an entrepreneurship internship with us and run his own office the next summer. The next summer, he did a management internship in the Corpus office. And this past summer, came here to the pilot headquarters and worked with me and did an internship as our office manager. Did an outstanding job, which, by the way, led Houston right now without even the biggest sales 6 weeks that we have left of the year. We broke the all-time Gulf Coast record, all-time Houston record for annual sales. We broke like 2 months ago by the end of the summer with these guys' guidance. That was pretty awesome. So we're excited about building momentum for this next year. And so he's training and with me here, getting ready next summer to open his own office as a career position to help us develop another area here in our territory for the next 2-3 years. Really helping us move this to our national championship. So he's amazing. For those of you who are more like chill, laid back, if you want someone who's more patient, that's who you want to talk to, all right? So he had to put up with Mary Lou and I, all the Spanish Miami, like go people that moved here this summer. What I love about Austin is just his heart, who he is. Like, he's just such a great person and just cares so much. He's so loyal. He's been so loyal for so long and helped the company so much when he didn't even have to. He like goes above and beyond what he needs to do. And so he not only has become a great mentee, but also has become a great friend of mine and one of my roommates. So moved into my house, rent rooms. Absolutely love him. Super excited to have him with us for these next 5 months. It's going to be sad to lose him from the office, but excited to gain him as a pillar in our division. So you guys want to make sure he's full of knowledge. He knows so much and can really help you guys, teach you guys, and coach you guys in a big way. All right. So he'll give you guys some, or if you want to give him some words of wisdom real quick before you do the demo, I'll tell you to get some tips too.
Yeah, like you said, I'm definitely a lot more laid back than her and Mary Lou. Big tip that I would give you guys for today, tomorrow, and really just working here in the office. A lot of things can be very fast-paced, but it's because that fast-paced that we get, a lot of these big results and everything, and we want to share it with you guys. So big thing is definitely take a lot of notes, like be focused, pay attention, because the focus and everything that you're going to be putting in right now for these next couple of days, listen to Kathy, Mary Lou, or Kathy and Zyla, is really going to set the pace for, the rest of your time with us here. So take a lot of notes, make sure you learn everything the best you can, and to kind of, repeat what she said, definitely follow your manual. I was one of those people who, I made my own recipe. I thought I could cook well, did not. And it wasn't until, about a week or so later that I really started following the manual, and I, got more consistent, led to bigger sales, and, definitely helped me out more. So definitely follow your manual close as you can. Take a lot of notes.
Cool. If they want to get off to a fast start, any keys that you'd say to help them get off to a fast start?
Yeah, definitely just build up it's kind of cool like seeing you guys in here right now because this is the same time of year that I started, and so like some of you guys like there's a lot of school stuff happening, and then you have holidays or whatever coming up, but I mean we have a lot of flexibility with the position, and so you really want to maximize your schedule, really see what you can squeeze into your next few days here, your first weekend, your first 10 days, and really maximize it because the more you can do right now, it's really going to set the tone for the rest of the year and moving forward. So definitely do that.
Cool. And then Daniel, you can give me a quick background on you.
Yeah.
Just quick keys. That'd be awesome.
For sure. I started in 2009, and I was playing baseball at Newman University. It's a small Catholic school in Wichita. And I kind of found this out of desperation. I was going through a separation at the time. I had a 2-year-old son I needed to take care of, and I found it in the Wichita Eagle, which is a newspaper up there. Well, I don't even know if you can find jobs in the newspaper these days. But I applied, and they hooked me up, and I ended up being the number 4 rep that summer. I got into management, absolutely just loved my job ever since I started, really. Was I nervous and anxious at every level of the business? Absolutely. I was a biology major in college, so I was super introverted, super nerdy, hated like interactions with people for the first time. I had a nephew who was like a brother of mine. He was super outgoing, and he'd be like really outgoing, you have no trouble breaking the ice with people. And you like that one? Okay, a couple of you. And if you like a little bit more introverted and kind of like watching, okay, that's where I was at. I didn't like get out of my shell very often, and this is something that's allowed me to bring out that inner confident individual, which is pretty cool. And no matter where you're at, you can be successful with the business, and that's what makes it so unique. And right now is the most exciting time of the year to get started. I literally am not even trying to sell right now. My past customers are hitting me up. I've sold a couple $1,000s the last couple of weeks just taking phone calls. Right, and I'm going to actually start hitting them up this next week. I'll probably sell about $10,000 the next couple of weeks. Not even really doing appointments, just past customers because it's that easy. You guys understand that America's spending $800 billion on Christmas gifts this year. $800 billion. Think about that for a second, right? And they're doing it like now, this next week, and that's when you're starting. So just take advantage of it. If I go back and do my first 10 days all over again, I wouldn't have hung out with my friends after the first night of training. Instead of doing my assignments, I went and kicked it with them. So I would have maxed out on my assignments and worked harder because I would have, one, made a bigger paycheck, which would have been more exciting, although it was pretty solid, even though I didn't work as hard as I could have. And then number 2, I would have won more prizes. I missed my level that I was shooting for by $900, right? So it's like 2 average orders because I just didn't max it out, and I didn't give it my all that I could have given. So the assignments are important. They're there to make you money. And you guys have a phenomenal staff here. I've visited a lot of offices. I've been around a lot of managers, and your managers are doing it for the right reason, and they really do care. I just got to meet Austin through text, really, before I came out here. I was like, yeah, I'll just Uber over to the house. He's like, no, I'm going to come pick you up. It's 45 minutes. It's going to cost you money. Like, I'll just come pick you up, And right off the bat, that just says, genuine, caring individual. And Kathy, obviously the one that's leading the team. She's a very caring, charismatic individual. She gives back a lot. That's why I'm in the business. And that's what I encourage you guys to have is like a why. Why are you here? What are you after? Right? Because that's going to keep you moving forward. And that'll change. It'll shift. At first, it was to prove mom wrong. Some of you got some haters, right? They were like, you're not going to do well there, right? Anyone have someone like that? Hating on a little bit? Awesome. Prove them wrong. So that was my mom. I made a $600 paycheck. I was like, bam, right? She didn't make that in a week. I did. Thank you very much, okay? And then my why changed. I saw a customer that owned Cutco since 1951. She's like, Daniel, it's the best investment I've ever made in my entire life. I was like, what? I was 22 years old. I was like, knives, not a big deal, right? I was just here to make money, get some experience. And that changed my perspective. I was like, wow, they benefit more than I do when they get Cutco. Why? Because it lasts forever. They have it forever. I have a paycheck for like a week, 2 weeks. I went to Vegas my first summer. It took a lot of it. It's like a black hole for money. Once you turn 21, don't go there. All right. But putting all that together, I realized, man, it changed to I'm here for the customer. And now we get back to some kids across the globe. And that's my new why. It's like I want to impact lives. I want to help those that don't have, the opportunity we have in America. And even people in America that aren't as fortunate as we are to get back to them. So just have a why. It'll change, but find out what that is. Kathy and the staff is definitely going to help you out with it. And you see those silver cups over there? That's why I'm visiting this office. I spent hundreds of dollars. The region spent hundreds of dollars to send me out here to learn what this office is doing to make that stuff happen. In 2017, you guys are going to start your own dynasty here in Houston, which is pretty cool to see. So have fun. Keep it simple, right? Don't innovate. Those are the innovators. Do this first. Replicate the program. Get results. Then you can do some innovations. On top of that, if you got some tweaks you want to put in there, pass it through your staff. but get results first. And obviously what they're doing it works. It's been around for a long time. So that's what I got for you guys. Rock it out.
All right, cool. So we need an aunt and uncle.
Yeah, I got them picked out. They're right here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You guys scooch up on the deal. Did you guys all get this? Did anyone not get this? So I can have these keys. You got it too early. I got you.
All right, let's roll.
Cool. So guys, I'm going to be going over basically just our demonstration. I'm going to be reading it from the manual, just like you guys should be doing in your first few appointments. It's all going to be word for word, very verbatim. Be using a book here.
You guys want to scooch up to the table. You're not going to take any notes. You're his customer.
They're good. Yeah, so you guys can just kind of follow along and watch and everything. We'll cut some stuff. We won't cut any food right now, just for time's sake. So, whenever I ask you to peel something, peel the imaginary carrot. And, yeah, so you're my aunt and uncle, Uncle Gavin, and Augustina. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew that. So, came to the house, sat down, we're at the kitchen table. Thank you so much for taking the time to see my presentation. It really means a lot to me. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Well, of course, my name is Austin. I started the company back in 2012. But I was going to school at A&M Kingsville. I was going for industrial management and technology with a minor in business. So imagine the guy with the hard hat and the tie. That's me. But what I really want to do is start my own
Sorry,
business.
I'm talking a little bit of smack right now. Can you guys just put a number 1 up, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. The managers and I are very competitive. We're all like collegiate athletes, and we just message from our nemesis / one of my best friends.
Anyways. What I really want to do is start my own business one day. I love, using my hands to create things, build stuff, whether it's artwork, furniture, cabinets, all kinds of stuff like that. So
He's an incredible carpenter, by the way.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I want to open up my own shop one day and build a business on that. So, you guys mind if I share some of my goals with you guys?
I don't mind.
I always mix that up too. So, well, I'm working with Cutco because I know to run my own business. The one thing that's really going to set me apart from businesses that succeed and some that fail is the amount of experience and work ethic that I have. It's the kind of job where I get out of it what I put into it. So the harder I work, the more I'm going to get out of it. And by doing so, it just kind of builds my work ethic. Really teaches me to be determined and disciplined and focused on all the things that I want to do. If the business thing doesn't work out, or if I find a company that is in line with all the things that I want to do in my life, then I want to have an awesome resume that has all the experience that sets me apart from other applicants. Good grades are nice and everything. Definitely not to put that down, but somebody who read about it in a book versus somebody who actually did that thing, there's a big difference. The person with the experience is going to get it. So I just started my fast art contest. I have 10 days to. It's going to be your own goal. It's mine. To sell $10,000 in 10 days. Through Cutco, I can earn a President's Club letter. I can earn a President's Club letter, which will look great on my resume. I also have a chance to win an All-American Scholarship to help with school. And your last name is Jones, by the way. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, since I just started, I'm going to be reading from my manuals. Is that okay? So, okay, thanks. So like I said on the phone, you don't have to get anything, but if you see something that you like, you can get it today. Not only would you be getting a great product, but you'd be helping me out too. Cutco is awesome. You can buy sets or pieces, and we have tons of accessories and gifts. We also have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. We actually have an exciting new partnership with Utopian Coffee as well, which is like a Cutco coffee, but I'll show you that later. And just so I know, do you cook because you have to, because you like to, or because you love to?
Because I love to.
Does he love to? Are you the same? Like you have to? Like it's a survival thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, either way, you're gonna love that. So before we begin, we're gonna need your favorite serrated edge knife, straight edge knife, and a steak knife. We have those here. Yeah, we're gonna pretend a little bit. We'll also need a shiny penny, like you. I brought one, as well as some food to cut up. I brought some here. Today I'll show you why Cutco is the top selling American-made brand in the United States. And we'll take a look at our product line and then review some of the prices and specials that we have at the end. So, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I only work through referrals, so I hope you like me and Cutco enough to tell some friends and family about me. So, let me tell you a little bit about the company. All Cutco knives have been made in the United States since 1949 in our factory up in Olney, New York. We sell over $200 million worth of Cutco annually. We have 16 million customers. You may have seen us on TV shows like Modern Marvels and Made in America. It's one of those only products that you can buy once, use it every day, you never have to replace it. Cutco is a proud producer of many K-bar knives used both by military and law enforcement agents. And to start off, I'd like to show you two products that really demonstrate the quality of Cutco. So these are shears. Everybody loves our shears. High carbon stainless steel makes them good for everything in the kitchen, as well as indoor and outdoor projects. They're dishwasher safe, and they come apart for easy cleaning as well. Most of the time, you can just kind of cut around the outside of it, but a few ducks. It's cute, right? Yeah. They come apart for easy cleaning as well, so you can wash them off in the dishwasher. You gotta try out this vacuum peeler. Hold on to that. Peels in both directions. All of our gadgets and accessories, by the way, are forever guaranteed, and they're dishwasher safe as well. A lot of customers end up getting one of these two things for free, and I'll show you how later. But let me show you how we got the idea for that. So most people haven't had most people have the world's most expensive set of knives, which is this drawer down here. The average knife set is designed to last about 2 years, so most households waste a ton of money replacing cheap knives over and over again. You probably know this better than I do, but cheap knives have a lot of problems. And really there's two different types of handles. Wood handles, they're attractive when new, but they're extremely unsanitary. They absorb liquids, bacteria, grease, and a bunch of germs, and they can even retain odors. In several states, restaurants can't even use them because of sanitation concerns. The plastic handles, usually cheaply constructed, so they melt, chip, crack, break. They're slippery when they're wet, which is extremely dangerous, especially while you're cutting. And common knives are constructed very poorly. Most knives have a partial tang, so there's less steel, making them weak and unbalanced, so they break pretty easily. Most rivets are made out of brass, which they expand, contract, and loosen, creating unsanitary gaps in the handle. There's really two different types of steel. Carbon steel is strong, but it rusts and corrodes, which is it's really unsanitary and unattractive. And then stainless steel, it looks good, but it's a soft metal, so it won't stay sharp, and it's really difficult to sharpen. Have some of your knives gone dull over the years? Yeah, a couple of them. So there's two different types of edges. Serrated edges, they rip and tear your food, and they can't be resharpened. While straight edges, they make a smooth cut, but they have to be sharpened constantly to remain effective. And the hard cutting surface dulls a knife, not the food. And both of these edges come directly in contact with the cutting board. So, it dulls them very quickly. A dull knife is much more dangerous than a sharp one because you have to push it up harder. So, with Cutco, there's 5 features and benefits that make Cutco the world's finest set of cutlery. Take a look at that. How does that feel in your hand?
It's light.
Yeah.
So pretty nice and smooth.
Yeah. Comfortable. So the first feature is our universal wedge lock handle. It fits any size hand. This universal design locks your hand into place, increasing control and safety while reducing fatigue. This makes Cutco more expensive, but it's worth it because it's comfortable and safe. You got it? Okay. So the second features are thermoresin material. It'll never chip, crack, break. It's an expensive material to use, but it's worth it because the dishwasher is safe and it's sanitary. The third feature is our full tank construction. Using the extra steel is a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it because it creates a lot of strength and balance in the knife. There's 3 nickel silver linkets. They're flush with the handle, so it makes it really strong and sanitary as well. The fourth feature is a very high-grade steel. It's a pretty expensive steel to use, but it's worth it because it has the best of both worlds. It has high carbon for edge retention, and it's stainless for beauty, making it sanitary and strong. The fifth feature is our most famous. It's our exclusive Stay Sharp Double D edge. So let's compare all the different types of edges. Some of you guys do the rope cutting in your interview?
No.
Okay, so we'll have to try and hurry up. Yeah, we'll just use this one for now. So, who does most of the cooking?
She does.
Oh, the one who, even though you love to cook, there you go. Let's try to cut through this. Don't worry about cutting. You can only do the second person. Okay. That's good. Yeah, notice it's a little bit dull knife, so this one works. So yeah, I'll take this one. Now, what I want you to do is start on the back of the like that, press down. It's kind of firm, and then pull. You pull all of it. It's pretty smooth, right? Yeah. So unlike the serrated edge, Cutco's double D edge has 3 straight edges that smoothly cut forwards, backwards, or even straight down. These points protect the recessed edges from going on the cutting board, keeping each knife sharp for up to 10 years, and they can still be resharpened. While most of our knives have the double D edge for cutting back and forth, some Cutco knives have straight edges for chopping, dicing, and precision cutting. The unique edge uses expensive technology to use, but it's well worth it. But the best thing about Cutco is our forever guarantee. Cutco is one of the only products that you can buy once, use it every day, and you never have to replace it. The product is your purchase, and you can pass it down generation to generation. The first part is forever performance. So if anything ever goes wrong with your Cutco, just send it back to the factory, and the company will fix or replace it for free. You'll never have to pay to replace your knives ever again. Forever sharpness is the second part. Whenever your Cutco needs sharpened, you send it back, and it'll be sharpened and polished for free. All you pay for is the shipping. The third part is misuse and abuse. If you or your spouse ever happen to destroy your Cutco through abuse, it can get replaced for half price. And the fourth is our unconditional money-back guarantee. We have a 50-day risk-free money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason at all, you can move forward with them. So Cutco is such a great investment because you'll never have to buy another set ever again, and you can't do American-made and forever guarantee. So Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you can buy individual pieces, but most customers agree that over a lifetime, that's a much better value. It's important to have the right tool for the right situation. We're going to go to names and uses.
I'm trying to think, because I went through it earlier, but then these guys weren't here, so. I'm gonna walk through the manual, don't worry about it. So now we just go through the tools like we did earlier, and like now you'd like Chats to help with that, or if you're doing virtual, you'll go through the videos, then we'll go into closing. So I'll just take over there. So give me an applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. And if you can grab one of these, stand up. Everyone stretch your bones real quick. All right. Stretch the bones. We can get these passed around. Everyone grab one, pass them on. All right. Let's do that. Grab a manual, all right? And by the way, guys, you're gonna put, some people are more like animated, some people tell more jokes, some people are more chill, and you're gonna put your personality, but the facts are the facts, all right? You wanna make sure we're getting those across real simple, all right? So your manual, we're gonna walk through this, all right? So everyone has one, yes? Maybe? Talk to me? Yes, no, maybe? All right. Cool. Grab a seat. Let's roll. All right. So before we dive into the manual, actually, I would take notes on this. This is something I teach in corporate trainings, not just in our company. but others as well. I learned this in college. This is something I saw again in our company, and it's 7 steps to maximizing a sale. I remember learning this, and this was definitely, Austin, can you get me, I just put my charger down there for my cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So this is something that I learned. You guys, if you really get this, this transfers to anything that you do, any kind of a sale you do. So number 1, so 7 steps to maximizing sales, all right? Number 1 is build rapport. What does it mean to build rapport?
Sorry, those are what?
Rapport.
Like, those are.
A relationship, right, Candace said. So building rapport is building a relationship, all right? You want to connect with the person. This is where you build your trust factor. How do you build rapport with somebody? Ask questions, all right? So Candace said talking. Ask questions. Compliment, all right? And then for you guys in your demo, share goals. So how you build rapport is asking questions, complimenting, and sharing goals. So I'm going to ask you this later, by the way, so be ready to answer that. So say, what's the first thing that we do? What? Build rapport. How do we build rapport? Ask questions, compliment, and then we share goals. So what kind of question? How long have we lived here? You know, just questions to get to know them. That's what that is. All right. Thank you. You out of here?
I am.
Lock your demos. All right. So that's step 1. Number 2. All right. Once they trust you and they're connected to you, now we establish credibility for the company. All right, or whatever. So they need to know it's legit, right? So it roots from the word credible. So how do we do that in our presentation? In our presentation, you know, Austin went through and talked about the company, how long we've been around, right? Customers, you cut the penny. When you cut the penny, does the customer know it's legit? Yeah, they know that it's good stuff. You know, like, holy crap, you just cut a penny. Like, you freaked out, you know, right? Moms are even more impressed. So they see right there, like, holy crap, this stuff is